Mr. Agent K, sir, I gotta tell you the truth right now. I really don't think that Han Solo or Indiana Jones is not responsible of killing a lady in the bedroom, about the crushing skull part, and let's just say he wasn't there at all. I guess he's trying to get Rey to make love to his lady. For adult business and all that stuff. But whoever killed that poor, sweet, lovely lady, it has to be somebody else. Maybe somebody that we do not know of. Well, you get the picture, dude. If you know what I mean. Well, anyway, hi, ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop 1987. This is my review for today. And today, I finally got a movie review for all of you ladies and dudes. And I promise to all of you for season 13 of my movie reviews, I will do more movie reviews to come in the later on future whenever I can get there. After all, I have to do some business stuff here and there that featured my life, something I don't want to explain so much. After all, it's my own business and not anybody else's. Well, if you guys get the picture, if I could find a way to get 2024 to be better for me, since I had really dark times here and there, well, you get the story. But for right now, ladies and dudes, thanks to YouTube, I finally got a movie review that I really want to do for today. And yes, it is a Harrison Ford film and also a Tommy Lee Jones film. After all, these two actors shared one movie at a time, I guess. So for my next movie review is The Fugitive. And yeah, that movie is pretty darn interesting, and I really want to check out this movie. And to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, about The Fugitive, I will say this movie is truly a modern day adaptation of Les Miserables. But at least the best part about this movie, it did feature in a twist. So that means for this version of Les Miserables, we have no character who's a Fontaine, no character who's a cassette, no character who's Marius, or whoever those two characters will be who could play the innkeeper and his wife. So we don't have none of those characters at all. So that's the most interesting twist to this film. So yeah, for this adaptation of this version of Les Miserables, they just want to focus on the two characters. Just two characters. Jean Valjean and Javert. After all, they are the most two popular characters in the whole entire story. So yep, we got another adaptation movie that featured in a twist. So I guess you want to know what this film is all about. So without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my next movie review of The Fugitive. So this whole entire movie is all about a dude named Richard Kimball. I hope I got that last name right. Kimball. He's on a quest to find that mysterious person who had murdered his wife in a very, very bad, tragic night. Because his wife had died in the bedroom. She was calling 911 and her skull got crushed by a mysterious dude we do not know of. And after all, Richard Kimball is pretty darn innocent all this time. He didn't do anything wrong. All he ever wants to do in his life is you know, go to bed, make love to his wife, and have a nice romantic night together, I guess. But yep, he's on a run and he's gonna do his best to find that mysterious killer who is responsible of killing his wife. And also a cop dude named Samuel Gerard. He's an FBI dude. He has to do his job very seriously. And he has to find that Richard Kimball dude and arrest him again. And so on and so forth. Yeah, strike that, reverse it. So on and so forth. So yep, it's going to be a wild goose chase of a film. And that's all I could say about the main plot of the story. And I guess everybody wants to know is what the heck do I think about this movie called The Fugitive. I will say it's a well done movie. This is one of the best chilling, thrilling films I have ever seen my whole entire life. And yes, to tell you the truth is, I did see it on TV. But I did remember the time some years ago I saw some parts here and there. I didn't watch the whole film. I just remember parts here and there. But I do remember the ending the best. You know, the plot twist that happened. Something I cannot spoil for all of you. So, no spoilers allowed. But yep, I really did enjoy this movie from start to finish. It had a really good storyline. It has likable characters, fantastic cinematography. It has some very good thrilling moments, and I really did enjoy the score. I love the casting. It's such a great movie to watch, and yes, it did have one great show-stealing moment. Well, you know that scene, the feature in the sewage, the sewer, whatever it's called? You know, I didn't kill my wife! I don't care! Yeah, you know that scene pretty well. So anyway, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of The Fugitive. I will say for the strongest point for this movie is getting to know two characters and their storylines. We got Richard Kimball's storyline and Sam Gerard's storyline. They did a well done job with both of their storylines, and it's perfectly well done and perfectly well told. This is the best adaptation of Les Miserables that we ever gotten for so many years. And it's just mind-blowing. You got one character who is trying to find the mysterious killer who's responsible of killing his wife, and he has to put all the puzzle, the missing pieces of the puzzle together so everything will make completely good sense, while you got Samuel Gerard's storyline where he's a leader, he's taking his job seriously, he ordered his people pretty darn well, try to do their job and all that stuff, and he really wants to know why this dude is on the run for some unknown reason. It's hard for me to explain about these two dudes. So yeah, their storylines is perfectly well done and perfectly well told. And yeah, those two lead actors did a really good job with their performance and their roles. That's for sure. Strike that, reverse it. That's for sure. So yeah, I will say for my strongest points for this movie is truly getting to know the two characters and their storylines for this film. And I will say for my weakest point in the movie is I just found one big lip alligator moment that happened one time and one time only, and we never see this character ever again. And it took place at the beginning of the movie, and I want all of you to pay attention to this part of the film. Is what the heck happened to that cat? There is a cat in this movie. And yeah, that cat did get involved with a crime that this poor little thing did not commit. I wonder why they never explain about that cat. You know, the cat that should have been part of the court. After all, I'm sure they want to ask that cat some questions. Did you get involved with a crime that you did not commit, or did you see the whole mess happen or something like that? Well, to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, about that scene I was talking about where Richard Kimball was in a kitchen and he's trying to get ready to go to bed with his wife, there was a part where you did see that cat. And that cat only showed up for just like 2 or 3 seconds. I wonder why they never mentioned that cat in that movie. Weird thing to say, huh, ladies and dudes? And speaking of big lip alligator moments, there were some moments that we seen one time and one time only, and we never seen them again. There was one big lip alligator moment where Samuel Gerard was smoking a cigar at nighttime. You saw that one time only, and you never saw it again. And also in the hospital scene, there was a doctor who was wearing roller skates in the hallway. And you saw that one time only, and you never saw it again. So yeah, ladies and dudes, check out those big lip alligator moments. I have no idea they're gonna put that in the film. That's for sure. And now let's go on to the characters. 2 characters. Richard Kimball, played by Harrison Ford, and Samuel Gerard, played by Tommy Lee Jones. This is the best Javert and Jean Valjean characters that we have ever gotten for all these years. After all, those 2 dudes have very good storylines. They have great personalities and attitudes, and they're trying to take care of their jobs seriously. One guy who's trying to solve a mystery of who is this man who's responsible of killing his wife during the nighttime thing, while the other one who wants to do his job very, very seriously, trying to find the man who did not get involved with a crime that he did not commit. And they're trying really hard to put the pieces of the puzzle together so everything could make seriously good sense. Or something like that. Man, those 2 dudes did a really good job with their performance, their roles, and their characters. And their storylines is perfectly well done in so many ways. And yes, ladies and dudes, there's an interesting fun fact about this film that Tommy Lee Jones did come back and reprise his role in a spin-off film. Something called the U.S. Marshal or something like that. And yes, I did see a movie of it. I only saw like a part in the middle part and some around the end. I haven't watched the whole movie of it. But it's strange that he has his own spin-off film. And yes, Samuel Gerard became one of the most popular movie characters of all time. If memory serves me right, he won an Oscar for it. That's kind of surprising to know. So, I have nothing else to say about those two characters. They were the best parts about the movie, that's for sure. And now for my final thoughts of The Fugitive. Overall, The Fugitive is a great movie to watch and one of the best thrilling movies of all time. The storyline's pretty well done, the characters are likable, it has good cinematography, great score, and it's one of the best 90s movies of all time, period. So I decided to give this film a 9.5 out of 10. Please check out this movie to believe it. And I gotta go right now. I gotta take care of some cats outside who need some breakfast right away. And also the cats from the inside. So, that is it for now. I'll see you all later, and sayonara.